Hello and welcome to FDS News for Tuesday, May 31st, 2022. Well, I'm back from my short hiatus to study for a certification exam, and I'm ready to cover everything that happened while I was gone, which was nothing, except the entire spoiler season of Commander Legends 2 Battle of Baldur's Gate. Since I don't have the time to cover the entire list of spoilers, I am going to note my favorite card of the set, which is this one. Lulu, Loyal Hollyphant. This card is getting jammed into my Angel Commander deck the moment I get my hands on it. Why? Well, it's not a bad card, but I also relate so much to that art. I often feel like a flying elephant with bug eyes bouncing around the multiverse. Just look at it. It doesn't have any idea what the hell it's doing, but it's having a hell of a lot of fun. Baldur's Gate will also bring with it the addition of backgrounds. Basically, these are enchantments that will live in the command zone with your commander. It will give them an extra ability when they're cast, and it will also add its color to the commander's color identity. There will be 25 backgrounds in the set and can only be used with commanders that say choose a background. On June 21st, the date of the summer solstice, I will be with my friend Derby at our local game store, raising money for the Alzheimer's Association. For every game we play, we will be donating $5 to Alzheimer's research. Derby, who set up the event, is calling it Gathering for a Cause, and it's for the fundraiser The Longest Day, run by the Alzheimer's Association every year on the summer solstice, June 21st. And I would love for anyone local to come out, and if you can't, there is a link in the description to donate directly to the charity. Thanks to the End Games in Charlottesville, Virginia, where we'll be set up when they open at 11 a.m. and we'll be there all day. And special thanks to Derby for coming up with this great idea for a great cause. In an article posted on the Magic the Gathering website on May 26th, it was announced that there would be product delays for most, if not all, regions for Commander Legends 2 Battle of Baldur's Gate. If you reside in Asia Pacific, there will be expected delays in Japanese and Chinese simplified set boosters across the region. Commander decks from the set will also be delayed across the region, and bundles will be delayed across Southeast Asia. In North America, there may be delays on draft boosters and draft booster multi-packs. In Latin America, the delays will vary depending on the country. Brazil will have delays on Portuguese language set boosters and English and Portuguese language commander decks. Mexico will have a delay on English language set boosters, and Chile will have a delay on English and Spanish language commander decks. In Europe, there will be a delay on collector's boosters in mass market retailers. They did note that other regions may be impacted, and they will update the article as things change. Link in the description down below so you can keep an eye on it. In another article posted on their website on May 25th, Wizards discussed some upcoming updates for Arena. Two of the biggest improvements are hot swapping rebalanced cards and starter decks getting their own folder in your collection. Hot swapping rebalanced cards is basically using the benefit of it being a piece of software to make your life easier. You know how if you have 4 copies of a card on Arena and you have a couple decks that each run all of those cards, and you know how you don't have to do anything between games when you switch out between those decks, like having to move the cards from one deck to another? Yeah, well, this is the same thing for rebalanced cards. If you have a deck that you've been playing in Alchemy that would also be standard legal if the cards in it weren't the rebalanced versions, well, guess what? It is standard legal now, because if you enter a standard event, the system will just swap out the rebalanced versions and put in the regular versions, and vice versa. And while that is exciting for the 7 people who still play Alchemy, the even more exciting news for the rest of us is that starter decks are getting their own folder. Yeah, I need to get out more. The cost of Magic is going up, and no, inflation isn't the reason. This one comes down to plain old greed. Listings for the collector's edition of the Warhammer 40k Commander decks are up, and they are listed for $548. Assuming there isn't a bulk discount being applied here, and sadly I expect there is, that puts these decks at $137 each. That's USD. That is more than a draft booster box. That is more than a set booster box. While this isn't necessarily unexpected, it's still disappointing to see. And it is a meme in the MTG community to throw around, "This product isn't for you." There is some truth to that flippant statement. Sometimes Wizards is going to come up with a product that is for the whales among us. A collector's product that we all probably want, but only a few of us can afford. The problem is, it's starting to feel like everything they are coming out with now, except for the regular Premier sets, are being targeted to the whales. Yes, I'm aware that Warhammer 40k will have a regular version of the Commander deck that will probably be less expensive. But who here thinks it's going to be priced at the same level as the regular Commander decks that we get from set to set? We don't have to speculate. We know they're going for $56 per deck on Amazon. That also comes with a side of cancellation of your order 2 weeks after release date because you didn't order it the moment the listing went live. That comes at no extra charge. At least we have the Premier sets for now. But so help me God, if they jack up the price of Infinity, I will That about does it for today. I'm going to be in Command Fest Richmond this weekend. I'll be there on Friday and Saturday. If you see me there, come over and say hi and maybe we can catch a game. Follow me on TikTok and Twitter at FDS_MTG, though don't follow me at Command Fest. That would be weird and creepy. Say hi. And oh, be sure to click on stuff. Before we get into the bloopers, some of the bloopers are going to sound weird. Due to an oversight on my part, letting my children futz with the knobs and sliders on my audio thingy, I accidentally recorded this entire episode with the effects knob on. So I sounded like a haunted house voice distortion effect. But some of the bloopers were just too funny and I wanted to include them. So if they sound weird, that's why. And I guess that's a meta blooper, maybe? Anyway, enjoy.
Well, I'm back from my short hiatus to study for a certification exam I passed, but I often feel like a flying elephant with bug eyes bouncing around the multiverse.
And will allow its color identity.
For every game we play, we will be donating $5 to the Alzheimer's research situation. That is not what I wrote. Thanks to the End Games in Charlottesville. Thanks to the End Games.
In an article posted on the Magic website on May 26th, it was announced that there would be... That was it. That's all they said.
In an article posted on the Magic website on May 26th, it was announced that there would be a... It was announced that there would be a... Embrace your screw-ups, people. There will be delays in Japanese and Chinese simplified. That is not a word. And Chinese simplified set booters. I wrote this weird.
There will be expected delays in Japanese and Chinese simplified.
If you reside in the Asia-Pacific region, there will be expected delays in Chinese and hot swapping rebalanced cards. Basically, that about does it for today. To let you know, I'm going to be at Command Fest.
You know, if you have a... You know how if you have 4 copies of a card on Arena and you know how if you have 4 cards, if you have a deck that you have been playing in Alchemy that also would be standard legal if the cards in it weren't the rebalanced version. This show is part of the CIP network, inspiring creativity, one episode at a time.